My name is Andrew Coe.
I'm David Coe.
So we're from Momentous.
And we're from the great city of Toronto.
So Momentous, what we're building is a platform that strives to give people exactly the right music for exactly the right moment, using people's experiences, emotions, and environments. Yeah, so what we do better than the competition is that we're not just an app and we're not just a platform. We're actually an entire ecosystem. So we have an app that people interact with, but that allows us to gain a deeper understanding of that individual.
I think that depends on the mood. In the mornings, when you go into work, you're kind of in that working mood. You want to get just some dark black coffee just to get your day started right. And at the end of the night, when you're relaxing, just have that cappuccino, have that espresso, something like that.
Yeah, and then I just have whatever he has.
When we got into Collider 12, which is the accelerator program in London, it's the culmination of a lot of years of hard work and a lot of determination, and it's just nice to be validated in a sense of having an achievement and kind of having a milestone to grab onto that we can use to progress in the future. One is Viavo, which is a development shop, a mobile web development, and they can pretty much do anything you want. The second is Language, which is a full-service brand and design agency, and they have very good designs, very clean designs, and I'd highly recommend them. And also, lastly, would be Tech Hub Manchester, who has been very instrumental in the tech scene in Manchester, and we're very glad to be a part of the Tech Hub Manchester family.
Yeah, so actually I'm going to give you two. And these two are, one is a personal influence, and then another one is for the city. So for personal influence, it would be my professor, my supervisor for my PhD. Because I had to move my whole family here in 2009, and he was really there to help me gain confidence that I was doing the right thing. And so he's been guiding me along this journey, being that trusted ear. So he's been personally influenced to not just me, but my company as well. Not just me, but the company as well. And for Manchester as a whole, I think, and not to get into this whole red and blue argument, but I think that actually Sir Alex Ferguson has been very influential to the city of Manchester over the past 26 years because Manchester United has brought quite an economic impact. So really, it's about what's best for the city of Manchester. So if Manchester City, if they come up and be successful, that's great because it will add economic benefit to the city. So it's not about red and blue. It really is just about Manchester. Yeah. So the nicest three people, they're quite an eclectic mix actually. But the first would be this bus driver from on Finglands. Actually, this lady, she's very, very nice. We used to take the bus to our old offices at Manchester Business School every day. And she took care of the passengers. She was always smiling. So as a passenger on this bus, it made us feel very welcomed and it made us feel happy. And so she definitely is one of the nicest people I've ever met. And also, when I asked her for a name because I wanted to commend her to Fingland, she actually said, as long as we're happy, then she's happy. And you can't get much nicer than that. So the second person, nicest person in Manchester is Doug Ward. He's the CEO of Tech Hub Manchester. If you meet this guy, he is so nice, and he just exudes this positive energy around him, and it's very infectious. So if you have a chance, swing by Tech Hub Manchester and talk to Doug. He's an extremely nice person. Third nicest person that we've met in Manchester is actually not from Manchester. He's from Venezuela, and he was our old neighbor in our flats. And he moved to Bristol, unfortunately. His name's Miguel. And he came to Manchester about the same time we did, and so we kind of explored the city together. And his family is extremely nice, and he's just a really nice person and let us acclimatize to Manchester quite nicely. So we owe him a lot.
The first is determination. The determination and persistence to kind of overcome obstacles. The second for us would be not being averse to taking risks. I believe that is extremely important these days. In order to get ahead, you'll need to delve into the unknown and kind of take those risks. The third would be just open to learning.
One quality that I think is essential, looking towards the future, is having a vision of where you want to go, and then doing everything you can to achieve that, no matter how small. As long as you're still going in that direction, then you're good. As long as you don't go backwards or you stay the same, as long as you keep going forward, whatever it takes to go forward towards your vision, that's very important. The restaurant in the Great John Street Hotel, we used to live around there, so right around the corner from Granada TV Studios. And the reason why it's really good is because it offers afternoon tea. It's very interesting. There's a ladies' afternoon tea and a gentleman's afternoon tea. So the ladies' afternoon tea is actually, there's your standard fare, your scones, your desserts. But actually the gentleman afternoon's tea is fish and chips. And there's a burger, a little mini burger. So it was really interesting. We'd never had that before. And it's a great ambiance and environment to be in. So the first is Tech Basin Beers, which is run by Tech Hub Manchester. It happens every Friday around the Piccadilly Basin. It's a great place, just casually, to meet startups and to tap into the growing tech scene in this vibrant community in the city. And the second one would be the Sing Network. It's CING as a part of the Meetup group, and that's run by Ben Hui of Language. That meets every so often, but it's great to just be around creative types in this city, and not so much the business types or even the digital types. It really is, you have filmmakers, you have musicians, you have artists, and it's a great place to meet people that just bring out the vibrancy of this great city.